Let me share my top 5 things that are required to lead transformational change. So here's the thing. Times are going to continue to be VUCA. What does that mean? Volatile, uncertain, complex and ambiguous. So we will need leaders who will safely steer us through that changing world. From my experience in working with a range of organisations, I know that growth and comfort very rarely coexist. I'm going to be sharing some of the tips that we can use to enable us to navigate that change process in a way that ensures we do not fall back to methodologies that have worked in the past but certainly will not work for us in the future. Let me tell you the 5 steps that have been proven and tested in helping develop leaders who are really ready to lead that change process. Our first step is to be culturally and politically aware. We need to be so aware as leaders around the landscape that we operate in. Culturally, what's the cultural norms, ways of working, accepted behaviours, understanding of how things work, how things tick in an organisation. And political awareness is about the external influences as well as the internal influences. How can we challenge the status quo? That's a really important factor. As leaders, we need to be prepared to challenge the status quo. That is to put our head above the parapet, to be happy to be shouted down, to be able to look at things that are not working well and call them out. We also need to be able to design the change process. That pulls on a very different skill set. So our determination to succeed and challenging the status quo is one area, but our ability to be looking internally at our processes and how we operate and design a process for change that's going to fit with the organisation's culture and way of working. So having designed the change process, we need to be decisive and tough-minded about how we follow it through. And that means making key decisions on what we are going to do and what we're not going to do. It will require us to have drive and persistence and build our personal resilience. So if you would like to learn more about leading transformational change, then I'd love you to join our free 1-hour webinar. You will also have access to our self-assessment change map, which will enable you to provide a self-assessment on change readiness in your organisation. So do like our video and subscribe to the channel below, and I look forward to seeing you next time.